How many of you parents want to raise up disciples of Jesus, to raise up strong followers of God? I mean, I hear many saying it, but here's the truth. No matter what we say, nothing evangelizes like our actions and obedience. And that truth is exaggerated 100 times in a relationship from influential parent to credulous child. If you're not actively living out your faith, teaching it makes no sense. In fact, teaching it without living it only confuses and ends up teaching hypocrisy. I mean, you cannot teach your kids to feed the hungry, shelter the homeless, help the sick, visit the prisoner, welcome the stranger unless you are regularly doing it. I mean, you can't teach your children how to rejoice in their suffering unless they see you doing it. I mean, you can't teach your kids that if you are a disciple of Jesus, that you will be persecuted unless they've seen you be persecuted. You cannot teach your kids that they must carry their cross of suffering if you want to be called a disciple of Jesus unless they see you doing it. You cannot teach your kids that the gate is wide that leads to destruction and narrow is the path that leads to life unless they constantly seeing you doing things completely different from the rest of the world. Parents, if you've set your life up in such a way that you're avoiding the poor, that you're avoiding the needy, the homeless, the stranger, any kind of suffering, discomfort, inconveniences, and persecutions, then how do you expect to practice it and therefore teach it to your kids in the first place? We can read about it, we can teach about it, we can study it, but if you're not doing it, it will produce watered down followers of Jesus. You want to raise disciples of Jesus? Make sure you're one yourself. We can't depend on outsiders to raise our kids up in Christ. That is your responsibility, and it's 7 days a week, 365.